Welcome back, Chubbies, and welcome to my review of Underdogs, a high-octane roguelike brawler that'll test your reflexes, strategy, and let's be real, your patience. This game is about bashing, bumping, and throwing robot enemies across an arena, all while upgrading your mech and figuring out the best way to become an ultimate bot fighting champion. But is it worth your time? Let's break it down. Underdogs is a roguelike melee brawler that mixes chaotic physics-based combat with deep progression mechanics. Think of it as a mix between Hades and some futuristic underground fight club, where you control a mech, specifically the Rilla, battle waves of robotic opponents. Each run is a brutal test of skill, where you'll need to master dodging, grabbing, and launching enemies into the air, while also using an arsenal of different mech arms to gain the advantage. You get grappling hook hands, medieval-style maces, and all kinds of crazy attachments that change up your playstyle. 1 second you're grabbing a bot and slamming it into the wall, the next you're yanking one toward you with a hook shot or crushing them with a wrecking ball. It's all about reflexes and strategy. Just button mashing won't save you here. As with any great roguelike, Underdogs is built on trial and error. You will die. A lot. But every loss brings progress, letting you unlock new upgrades, weapons, and even relationships that make you stronger on your next run. Similar to Hades, the more you play, the more you interact with different characters, forming rivalries, alliances, and upgrading your abilities. It's that perfect balance of rewarding failure. You're never just restarting from scratch. Every attempt brings new options, and no two runs are ever the same. Between fights, you have limited choices for upgrades. These could be mech repairs, side missions, shop visits, or sabotage options. And just like any solid roguelike, these choices are randomized, keeping every match unpredictable and intense. The customization in Underdogs is where the game truly shines. You can swap out your mech's arms for a huge variety of weapons and abilities. Do you want a grappling hook to control the battlefield? Maybe a brutal mace for heavy-hitting melee damage. Or perhaps you prefer a more defensive approach, focusing on shield-based counterattacks. Beyond weapons, there are different housings for the human pilot, adding even more unique perks to fit your playstyle. The mix and match potential is fantastic, giving you so many ways to approach the combat. Now, let's talk about the biggest drawback for me, the excessive profanity. Look, I get it. Underdog goes for that edgy, underground fight club vibe, but honestly, the constant cursing feels overdone. For me, if they had just toned it down to like a PG-13 level, it would have made the game way more accessible to younger players, who love the gameplay, but don't need an F-bomb in every other scene. But if you love that raw, no-holds-barred attitude, you probably enjoy it. But if you prefer a game that's intense without being over the top with language, this might be a little much. Underdogs is an incredibly fun, fast-paced roguelike that blends brutal melee combat, deep customization, and high replayability into an arena fighter like no other. Final score, 8.5 out of 10. A must-play if you love the melee roguelikes with deep progression and chaotic action. That's it for my review of Underdogs. Have you played it yet? What's your favorite mech build? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching Virtual Chubb. I'm your host, Chubbs. And as always, stay virtual.